Welcome everybody to our online presentation. My name is Mrs. Christina Jung and I have been consuming Flavon products with my family for 16 years. We all enjoyed the safety, the comfort and the fine taste which is provided by Flavon, while it prevents our health and also financial problems. As this online program doesn't allow me to answer the questions that may arise, I respectfully ask you for getting in contact with that person who has invited you, and I'm sure that you will be given all needed information after this short presentation. It is a great honor for me to have Flavon's most knowledgeable business director with us at today's presentation. Our topic today was induced by the wish of ordering our products with maximum purchase discount and by the objective of earning an additional income or reaching financial independence with Flavon. Flavon is an innovative opportunity that provides the same chance for everyone while aiming to reach financial independence. This is a complete concept and anyone can work with the same prospects right from the purchase of the first cartoon. What to do first if you have goals with Flavon? Be a club member. It is very easy because you can register online while ordering one cartoon of the products. From that moment on, you are entitled to everything as Flavon has minimized the requirements while maximizing benefits. You can build up your group quickly and you aren't overwhelmed by requirements, but you may generate also passive income. Get the most out of the benefits of the world's first uniquely high 65% payback system. Right on the day of entrance, you are entitled to the basic payback, so everybody starts with equal opportunities. We have no hidden regulations or small print comments, and everyone is eligible for a full 60% basic payback from the moment of registration, just like me, after 16 years. Over the past 30 years, nutrition researchers have multiplied the quantitative requirements for daily raw vegetable and fruit intakes. The instructions sound so simple: eat at least 53 ounces of raw fruits and the same amount of raw vegetables every day. But there are serious problems with the guidance of scientists. The inability of quantity, quality, price, and effort. May I reply it? The inability of quantity, quality, price, and effort. That's why we need only the active ingredients of a large amount of high quality fruits and veggies in a concentrated form and at an affordable price. Fortunately, Laszlo Gál and Johanna Siklás, together with Professor Dr. Zoltán Dínya, found the best solution 16 years ago, and that has improved the quality of life for hundreds of thousands of families. A single tiny jar of Flavon concentrate contains the active ingredient content of more than 1,200 to 1,400 ounces of raw vegetables and fruits. So when I consume a jar in 30 days, I get the active ingredient content of minimum 53 ounces of raw vegetables and fruits a day. This is the minimum amount needed daily to feed our more than 300 billion cells of the body with synergistic micronutrients. Synergy is the reason why we can feed the cells directly with these products And that's why we have very good experiences and testimonials from all over the world. Natural, pure ingredients guarantee the quality, and we know that there is no wiser than nature, no better than natural. So company Flavon simply concentrates the plants of our great-grandmother's small gardens and brings them into our modern kitchens. I've received some photos from London which were made a few weeks ago, not in winter, just a few weeks ago, and you can see some current prices of fruits and veggies. What do you think about it? Aside from the point of view of how chemical free they are, and also whether 90 or 95% of micronutrients have been degraded during transport from distant production sites, I still see that these prices are not for 53 ounces of the product, only for a less amount. If you are a club member at Flavon, you can get the active ingredient content of 53 ounces of raw fruits and veggies every day for the price of a cup of coffee. These family-friendly prices are amazing. And I'm sure that Flavon is the cheapest functional food on earth. Have I mentioned that they are not only chemical-free, but also very tasty? And of course, I have a lot of good news beyond that. Each club member is entitled to a 60% payback of his turnover. Flavon pays you 20% after the purchases of your new members from 3 levels and 5% after the turnover made by your formerly registered club members from 12 levels. Of course, the company pays exactly the commissions incurred each month, which you can constantly monitor on the pages of your own free back office. You can also use this 60% to order the product for your family at a discounted price. I show you the daily cost of using the products at the 3 different price levels. The decision is always yours. We never force anyone in this team, but we always hope that the numbers are convincing enough that it is worth looking at them more seriously. When someone looks at the business opportunity offered by Flavon or the astonishingly low prices available with the maximum purchase discount, I'm always asked the same question. What ought I do to achieve it? It is very simple to get all the benefits and profits which are offered by Flavon. Register as a club member, start to use the product, and if you are satisfied with your experiences, help us to bring the message to the others. Flavon does not spend money on advertising, does not pay merchants, but sends the product directly from its own factory to the club members. Simply by recommending our revolutionary products and marketing concept to others, while helping your friends and family to have a more successful and higher quality life, you can make an income. We consider everyone equally important, so right from the purchase of the first cartoon, each member is entitled to the exceptionally high basic payback. Flavon created a simple, transparent commission system, which is unique on the market. So you can build your financial stability with us. Our job is to get the information out to the people we like and give them the chance of a healthy and successful life. But Of course, this business opportunity also offers a much higher income than the amount of purchase discount, which is presented to us today by the company's Network Development Director, Junior Laszlo Gál.
Hey everyone, this is Laszlo Gál. I hope you can hear me and see me. Thank you, Christina, for this nice introduction. It's always astonishing how simple it can be talked about Flavon and how easy it is to understand and make others understand the importance of the product. I hope you succeeded to get this message too. My part this time is to show something from my experiences according to the business, because I've been with the business since it started 2004, 16 years ago. And since then, as Christian has mentioned, we have a lot of 100,000 customers. I would a lot more likely talk about millions, because we already have the millions. But if you talk business, then we have also a lot of 10,000s who are earning and earned already a serious income from Flavon. The reason is very simple. Because it's so simple to share this message, that's why a lot of people get attracted by that. It means if I'm a customer, and if I'm most likely a happy customer, that means my friends and close friends recognize the change anyway. And this is how it starts for most of the people, that first they start to consume the product and then others follow them. This might be the first step, but if we look one step further, then we easily recognize that this is not the last step. This is just the first one, because even if I'm just interested in consuming the products, I'm getting it discounted, which my friends also can duplicate, and then they get also discounted prices throughout their recommendation, which means that more and more people are consuming the product. But this is not exactly the part of the business I like to talk about today, because it's quite obvious and it pretty much happens from itself. My part is the business part, and I like to entitle a few key features to look at if we talk business. Christina, can you please turn the page to me? Oh, now maybe I see that little arrows. No. So what happens in our kind of business is the exact opposite what happens in most of the businesses. Most of the businesses, if you do any kind of business, then you sell something or buy something. And in this case, if you sell it good, that means someone bought it overpriced. If you sell it or if you buy it cheap, that means someone couldn't make the profit which they was expecting. In our business, it's a totally different concept, because it's a win-win based business, which we are not used nowadays. Our way of doing business, that if I get a lot of customers, that means the customers are happy because they get the product. If I can make them one step further, that means they get the most out of the product, and they get it cheaper than before, which means they're even more satisfied because they can have the same product with a cheaper price. I haven't seen anybody being sad about that one. But if you are the one who can drive this process, that means that you can think one step further and you can see the big picture. Today, what we have a market for Flavon around 600 million people, and these 600 million people are taught to eat fruits and veggies every day. The only thing which is not teach them is how to get the right quality food and right quality of nutrition. And we have the solution. This is the product part, very simple message. On the other hand, the business, everybody, especially nowadays with this situation, what we have all over the world right now, everybody is taught to work from home, even if they are, if they haven't been prepared for that before. Everybody is taught to think alternative ways about how they can make an income. And a lot of people already had to change their regular jobs to something which they maybe haven't counted with before. And here kicks in network marketing and Flavon. Our business can be done from everywhere. I'm sitting right now in Budapest in a city center, unfortunately, a lot of you cannot travel to Budapest right now because there are several bans back and forces. I hope soon it will be cancelled. But that means we are learning right now how we can do and how we can connect people all over the world from sitting home. And to me, my father was introducing this business long ago when I was 11, when he started with an international network marketing company. And the first message what he understood was not from network marketing, but a kind of old-fashioned, old money billionaire, Paul Getty. When I hope that I quote it right, that I rather count on 100 people's 1% than on my 100% effort. And the reason is not that I don't trust my 100%, I trust my 100%, 100%. But if I'm just counting with my own effort and with my own working hours, that means that I'm limited. Even though if I have the best hourly wage, what can be done, I'm limited by my 24 hours. And to be honest, I like to spend time with my family, and I like to rest and like to do sports. A lot of things which makes my life full. And with Flavon, what we can offer is a totally different concept, because here we teach others not to follow, but we teach others how that they can also teach and lead others to a better life. And it might sound too awesome to be true, but it's a lot more simple. Christina, please turn the page to me. The reason behind is a very simple concept, as Christina has mentioned before, that we share our part with the people who are working with us. And it could be a 50-50, but we decided to give even more. Turn the page, please. But we decided that we share 60%, as Christina has mentioned before, to the distributors. And that means when you start your business, in most of the businesses, you started somewhere where it's very hard to earn money. And we decided to have a completely different concept, because I personally, I'm sure that if you can show up some results in a fast lane in a couple of weeks or couple of months, that is also charming for others. And that's why we made it easy to earn the first few hundred, few thousand pounds or euros, in whichever currency you are working in. So it's a very simple concept that we share all the 60% in the first 2 months. But the first 2 months is not your first 2 months, but always the new members' first 2 months, which means even though if you are in the business since 3 years or even more, you earn this quick start, this extra commission, which we like to call leadership bonus, right immediately in the business. Please turn the page. And then from this, it's very simple to see that people get the first results, not just making their consumption cheaper, but bringing home something which the family was not counting on. And just see that example. Maybe you see it on a left side, on the right side. An extra 400 pounds for an average family. It means that at the end of the year they can make a nice trip together, or they just have something which they haven't counted on, and they can finance some extra life quality changing, because most of the families don't have reserves. And I lately came across a study which said that I'm sorry but this was a US study, that the average US household has $400 reserves. And I was shocked about that one, and especially nowadays that 100,000 lose their jobs sometimes every week. That's crazy. What can be done is very simple. You can be the one who is changing that habit that you don't have reserves. You can be the one who is changing to something which is an unusual job to start with, to do network marketing. or you can be the one who creates the wave around you. And this is what happens to a lot of Flavon members. Please turn the page. Because when they sign their contract, especially if it's a VIP contract, that means a lot more business-oriented contract, then you buy your chance of doing the business for free. And I say it for free because you buy some products, but you don't pay for the business. You just pay for some products. There are two options how you can start your business. You can choose to start with one carton. That means you buy the carton and you don't pay for the business, or you can start with a VIP membership where you buy 8 cartons and no extra additional cost for the business. In this case, there are some incomes what can be doubled in your team if certain circumstances match each other. But to start the wave means that you are the first among your friends and family who says that, okay, I'm done with what I was struggling with and I'm starting a new life. And it doesn't mean that you don't have to work. You have to work. That's not the question. The difference comes after how many years you have to be serving to be free. Because in our kind of business, what happens that if you build up something, then you can count on other people's consumption and business. That means you get your certain percentage. Please turn the page. In our case, it's not just a few percent, but 5% what you can count on in 12 levels. And if you make just a simple game in your mind that how does our business works and how we reach hundreds of thousands of people and how we grow our business, then count with these easy numbers. You just have 2 friends who are interested in health and money or success. And these 2 people can do something what you already have done. They find also 2 who are interested in business or in success. And this is the theory. And in this theory, in 12 level, there are over 8,000 people. The problem with theory is that real life always changing them. And this is the case in our situation as well. Because if you happen to have someone in your team who understands the meaning of health or the real meaning of success and making others successful, they are not satisfied with 2 members. They have a lot more. And the ones who doesn't get the message or not interested at all, they are not sharing at all. Which means in this case, there will be a lot of people who doesn't find anyone, but there will be others who will share the message lot bigger scale. So that means what we have had in Hungary in the early days, we just started with handful of people, friends of my parents, and soon our business reached a couple 100,000 members, club members, or distributors, however you like to call them, or us. And what we have already, we have over 500,000 distributors, and that means we already selling a lot of million jars to people. But the market is very far from being overloaded with Flavon, and this is my only concern, that I like to make this spreading the message thing a lot faster than it happens right now, because I'm eager to see other people enjoying the lifestyle what Flavon can give us. The business is working to us because it's a win-win message, as we have mentioned before. If you think about what people can lose in our business, that's the worst side, and I like to emphasize that because there are no people left behind. Just think about that. What can be the worst thing when you buy a carton? The worst thing that your package doesn't arrive, but then we send another. So don't be shocked about that one. What happens if it arrives to you? The worst case scenario, you eat it alone, and that means that if it's a normal carton of 4 jars that you that you eat the products for maximum 4 months and you get a better health. This is the worst thing that can happen to you. And then we have looked to the worst side. Let's see the best side, what can happen. You learned a new profession and you became someone who is helping others, maybe hundreds, thousands of people, becoming a better person by helping others to run their life a little better. And this is network marketing. And network marketing is something where you can achieve a lot of new skills, but your skills, what you have already, is most probably enough to start with. And I'm pretty sure that it's enough to reach one of the diamond pin levels what we have, which means that you already have a couple of thousands, maybe a couple of 10,000 pounds or euros earning a month. A lot of times people ask me that if it's an easy message or easy business or if it's a complicated or hard one. And the most honest answer what I can give to you, it's a very easy business, but it's a little easier not to do so and not to do it. And that's a problem, because most people, because they don't have to pay big amounts for buying the business or buying the franchise, what we are using, the knowledge, they don't appreciate it enough to spend enough energy to achieve something. In every aspect of our life, we have to invest something to be more or become better persons or have more what we have right now. And in our case, it's our decision what we have to invest in this business. And my decision that I decide that I will have a better life throughout eating the products what we offer, and I will commit myself to spread this message. Most people are afraid of others' opinion, other people's opinion, and I can understand that point, because this is how we are taught. But if you look to those people who live the lifestyle what you want to live, these people most of the time have been able to do something what other people haven't dared to do. In this case, in our business, this is your decision right now, that you decide that you go not the usual way of earning money and selling your time for some money. You invest your decision, you invest your commitment to build up a new business, and this is Flavon. It's also interesting because after 16 years, it's also still a new business for those who haven't been touched with the real meaning of network marketing and Flavon, because network marketing and Flavon is a, I could find some data. I don't have the slides here, unfortunately, but in the last 10 years, I could find all the sales data what we have. We were constantly growing. And the reason behind is that we do something good, because a business which is able to grow every year, year by year, with serious amount, that means that some message are hitting the people. And this message is that you have a choice. You have a choice to live a better life. You have a choice to eat more healthy. You have a choice to invest your decision and commitment to build up something. And this is what we are committed to. Our slogan is health and success, because we deeply believe in both. But there is one more thing what we believe at least as much as this, but maybe even more: people. People can change their lives. People are able to lead other people to change their lives. And if this connected with a commission system, what we have like here, that means that this pays off. And that means that you can change your lifestyle throughout doing good to people. Christina, please turn the page. We have several awards already won by Flavon. One of my favorite is this award, this business award, which was not given for the product, because it's very easy to win awards with the product. We have already over 80 awards like with the product, but but we have a few with the business itself. And I appreciate this kind of awards even more because it sees the whole picture, or at least it sees the whole picture a little better than just a product award. We share a concept with the people, and the concept is very simple. We create a product which is, to my best understanding, the best on the market, because it contains just healthy, natural ingredients made with care, that all the nature-given ingredients and active ingredients stay inside, and this is how we can support our body. And the business gives us a few key points, like from the first minute, it pays up a leadership level. It pays leadership percentages like 20, 20, 20, as it was shown before. On a second hand, it gives 12 levels. And if you happen to have some network marketing experience, then you most likely be shocked with the 12 levels, because one of the industry leading competitor of ours pays 1. The second biggest pays 3. And in a top 10, I'm not sure if there are any with more than 5 levels. We pay 12 levels because we know that if you happen to help us to create something big, and the 12 levels is enough to create serious business for not just one country, but a few countries underneath of each other. That means that we are happy to pay you a lot of money because you took part in the building up phase. And the only thing what you have to do for receiving that is buying your own activity carton. I hope it's not a burden for you to eat the products if you have a business like that. And my best advice is that don't listen to your doubts. Listen to your opportunities, and you are worth the risk that you commit yourself, because the worst case thing what can happen to you is not the worst thing. You eat the product. The best thing what can happen to you is that you build up a business what is astonishingly fast and rapid, and it pays you not just quick money but also residential business with a passive income. And this is the goal in our business, to build up something where the system is not dependent on yourself. And I'm very happy that I have serious leaders who earned, few of them already millions, and they are not doing the business because of me or because of my family, although we have a very, very deep and good contact, but they are doing it for their teams, because they already have the secret of the business. They already have the knowledge how to do it. And the next thing what can happen, and the next best thing what can happen to you as well, besides that you are successful, that you can make others successful too. So thank you for your attention, and thank you, Christina, for being for inviting me to this call. I can't wait to see you by the next online or offline meeting of ours. And I would be even more happy to call you leaders or top leaders in just a few months. Thank you much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Laszlo, and thank you for everybody. And I wish you health and success, and I hope that you will help us to take the message of a healthy and successful life to every families in the world. It was my honorific pleasure to enjoy your attention. Thank you. Have a nice evening and good night.